Thanks to the gods that your father's funeral has been successfully done. Since the last cabinet meeting, you have refused to tell anyone, including myself, what your marital plan is. Son, do you have anyone in mind?
Yes, Mom. I am in love with a certain lady in Lagos.
Lagos? Of what tribe is she?
Mother, am I forbidden to marry from a particular tribe? Well, if that is the answer, then I don't think there's a need for us to discuss where she's from. But rather, the question should be, is she a good girl? And to that I will say a big yes. Yet, there is a problem, Mom.
What problem?
I haven't asked her to marry me yet, and I do not know if she will easily agree when I do.
Why?
Mom, she's a special kind of girl. A royal material. A queen material.
Well, does this special lady love you?
Yes, Mom, she does, but...
Rochas, please. There's no time for you to start worrying in the woman now. Just forget about that lady.
Mother, are you asking me to forget about a lady that I madly love? For who?
Rochas, your father and I had a virtuous lady in mind for you before he died. I will just invite her over so that you can
Mother, stop it. Please stop it. Not even an angel sent from heaven can take the place of the lady that I love. I am going to marry her. I will find her. I must marry her.
Rochas, your father is no more, and you're the crown prince of the kingdom. As such, the fate of the people's throne is in your hands. The implication is that you cannot leave the kingdom until the vacuum on the throne is properly filled. Unless the royal cabinet authorizes you to, which I doubt they would.
Mother, my royal status will be meaningless to me if I cannot have the lady that I so desire to be my queen. The cabinet will have to understand that. Otherwise, I will force them to understand with a royal decree. The entire funeral ceremony went very well. From planning to finish. It was wonderful. Everything went according to plan. And I must thank all of you for your selfless efforts in that regard. May our ancestors reward you all accordingly. Now, having said that, let me tackle the question that I was asked about my marital plans. Well, yes, I do have a maiden in mind, but convincing her to marry me will prove quite difficult.
Whose daughter is she? So we can talk to her on your behalf through her family?
Well, Uncle, matters concerning her I really wish to treat as a private affair. Besides, she's not from this kingdom.
My prince, Time is of the essence here. There is a limit to the period the throne can remain vacant, according to our culture.
Well, how much time do I have?
12 calendar months.
12 calendar months. So who will be in charge of the matters concerning the kingdom within that period?
Well, our royal tradition allows you to appoint either your mother or your uncle, Ndibe, to preside over the affairs of the kingdom as a regent till you come back and get married and coronated as king. If the regency arrangement is chosen by you, it, however, must not last more than 1 year. If after 1 year you are not around to mount the throne, then you automatically lose it to your stepbrother, Prince Charles.
Oh no, I don't see the need for that lengthy explanation. His Highness is not going anywhere. Are you, my prince?
Well, I must. If I must get married to Igwe, I will have to look for the lady after my heart and convince her to marry me. But until then, what happens to...
my prince, don't worry. I'll hold fort for you. Don't worry.
Well, uncle, that is my decision alone to make.
True word, my prince. Who have you chosen then?
I want my mother to hold fort for me till I get back.
Prince, your mother is not in the right frame of mind to shoulder such a Herculean task. It's not an easy thing to do for someone who is in her situation, because...
Uncle, she's here. Can she speak for herself? Mom?
For you and your late father, I'll do it.
Thank you, Mom. Well, gentlemen, I want to have a private session with my mother. Thank you all for your time.
How dare you, Rochas? At a time I thought that the throne I had schemed for 25 years had become mine through your foolishness, you dared dash my hopes in such an insulting manner before the chiefs. That caused which of your mother, a mere woman, to become the regent of Abama Kingdom instead of me? No way. No giving up until the throne is mine. Yes, the throne must be mine. Rochas, for that throne, I strangled my aged father in the deep of the night, believing your father that he was not interested in becoming the Igwe. But 2 days to what would have been my coronation, your useless mother talked your father into taking the throne away from me. When the opportunity presented itself again last month, I poisoned your father and would have gone ahead to kill you, your mother, and your stepbrother. But for the insistence of the spirits, that even if I killed all of you, I must have to wait for another 25 years. I am placing your soul under my control. the moment you step out of this kingdom, you will never call anybody, including your mother, or ever think of returning home until I have effectively become the Igwe. Instead of the lady you're going for, you will meet with misfortune after misfortune, pains after pains, until whatever you put in your mouth gives you nothing but the bitter taste of hatred and disappointment. With this bottle, given to me by the Grand Master of Evil, from the deepest point of the deepest sea in the world, I seal this decree. And you're Morocco. And you're Morocco.
Making me so weak this early in the day. I know I went to bed early enough last night and I had a decent meal before that. So, what is making me so weak and dizzy now? God. The last thing I ever needed now is physical sickness on top of the spiritual one I've been having for past 5 weeks. Oh, God. Talk to me, doctor. What is wrong with me?
In the form you fill for us, you stated that you are a Catholic nun.
Yes, I am. Is anything the matter?
You are a Catholic nun, and you had sexual affair with a man recently, Sister Ivy?
Tell me the truth, doctor. Have I been infected with a venereal disease?
Far from that. The result of the test I carried out here showed that you're pregnant.
No,
Hello, Uncle.
Alex!
Dad.
What are you doing here? When did you come back to the kingdom?
About 30 minutes ago, Dad. I came at the instance of Her Majesty, so I had to drive to the palace.
You mean you invited my son without telling me?
Let us sit down first.
Ayo Maroko. Ni Mooka. Ayo Maroko. Ni Mooka.
I would like to apologize to you for ordering your son back to the kingdom without telling me first.
So you mean you ordered him to come here? What is going on? What's going on? Huh?
Rochas is leaving the kingdom to woo his bride in faraway Lagos. And he needs someone to accompany him. In that regard, I think the best person to do that is his cousin, your son.
No. My son is going nowhere. If the prince has to go for such a trip, get a land of the chief guard to accompany him.
I don't want to go with a guard.
Then do it alone. Let me tell you, wooing a bride is always a private affair.
Not for royals, Ndibe. Remember when my husband came to woo me? He came in your company and 6 guards. Or have you forgotten how many people accompanied you to woo Alex's mother?
Your Majesty, I have said it and it's final. My son is going nowhere with the prince.
And what if I decree?
For God's sake, Your Majesty, he's my only son.
And so is Rochas to me. Ndibe, he needs someone he can trust and confide in. Alex is not just his cousin, but they've been close friends since childhood. Ndibe, if you care for your brother's son, let your son go with him.
You won't understand, Your Majesty. This trip is dangerous.
Dangerous? Uncle, where is the danger here?
Must you question everything I say as if I'm a commoner? Eh? Let me just tell you. If you cannot find a suitable bride within this kingdom or around it, then consider this proposed trip of yours a private cross to bear. Leave my son out of it. It's your cross. Leave my son.
I want to go with him, Dad.
Shut up your mouth.
Dad, Rochas is the next ego of this kingdom.
So what?
And that calls for some measure of sacrifices from mostly us, his close relatives. How we respect his wishes and that of his mother would send a weak or strong signal to others on how they should regard them. Honor, love, duty, and blood have called me to action in this case, and I must answer like a true man, like your real son. I am sorry to disobey you, Dad.
What? Anyoma Roku Nimoka. Anyoma Roku Nimoka.
Dad.
Anyoma Roku Nimoka.
Ivy! Ivy! Ivy, don't tell me you're still sleeping. Ivy! It's past 10 a.m. Don't tell me you're still sleeping, Ivy. Open up! Ivy? 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 Are you in the toilet, sis? Dad? Dad?
Dad and Nelson. Sorry I had to live like this without personally informing you. The truth is that I left Nigeria for home here to enable me recover from a spiritual crisis that enveloped me there recently. Everything is getting worse here. Before I make an ugly dent on your valued public image, I have decided to go to a monastery in Ethiopia to seek a spiritual peace and renewal. Please, don't bother looking for me because I wouldn't want any form of contact with anybody, including you, members of my immediate family, till I am satisfied that I am back on my feet spiritually again. Thanks for your understanding, and may the good Lord continue to be with you. Amen. Sister Ivy.
You said you found this in her room, Nelson?
That her room was completely stripped of all her personal belongings.
Ivy has exhibited enough strange behavior since she returned from Nigeria, and that I'm finding it difficult to believe whatever she said in this note.
Dad, are you trying to say she's in some kind of trouble and she has been lying to us all this while?
I have a serious hunch that she's into some kind of dirty scandal back in Nigeria, and she had to run back home and hide. Whatever it is she did must have come catching up with her here, and she had to run again.
Dad, if your suspicion is right, I think we should find her and
Go and change into another cloth. Go to the airport and order transport terminal. Find out if she did leave this country or not. I have some calls to make. We must find her and clean up whatever mess she's into before it becomes public knowledge.
I'll do just that, Dad.
Pray that whatever it is not scandalous, Ivy, or I will kill you like I did your shameless mother some years back to preserve my honor and my family's name. I went through hell to become whom I am today, and nobody, not even members of my immediate family, will be allowed to mess anything up for me. I would rather be without a family than leave a disgraced man. That was why I engineered you into the convent when I observed that you have a feeble mind like your mother. If that couldn't keep you away from being a disgrace to me, then I must.
Ivy! Oh my God. What happened to you? Why are you crying? You're back.
What's up, me, Susie? I'm in a big mess. What's help me if you want me to start like Beyonce?
Now, that's a very scary thing to say. I mean, what is going on?
I'm pregnant.
You what? You, Ivy, a Reverend Sister, pregnant? I mean, how come?
It's a long story. I'll tell you later, but please, I need a place to hide.
Hide?
See, my dad and Nelson will kill me if they get to know about this. Even if they don't, I want to become a religious and social outcast the moment the news goes public. Please, Susan. Please, you must help me. You are the only true friend I have since our childhood. You are like my own blood sister. See, if you refuse to accommodate me here, I have no other option than to commit suicide.
Accommodate you in this house? For crying out loud, Ivy, this is my family house.
I know, Susie. But your parents and siblings are currently living in the United States. Please, you must help me, please. For the sake of our friendship and for the sake of the innocent baby in my womb.
But Ivy, this is going to be very difficult for me.
I know you can do it for me, please. Please, I need your help.
Rochas, Sister Rhoda was right. She was set aside for God. Forget her and let's go back home, please. Please.
Alex, stay away from me. Stay away from me. She was set aside for God. When God himself sent her to me to get married to, he did that in his infinite wisdom. Now who are you, or that buffoon of a reverend sister, ask me to stay away from her?
Now you listen to me, Rochas. For I am now talking to you not as your subject, but as your first cousin who truly loves you. You are deluding yourself. You are causing disaster. Touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. That is the word of God, and he is too big for you to struggle for a woman with. Stop this madness now, or you definitely suffer. Stop it!
Are you done? Are you finished? Well, I am going to South Africa tonight in search of Ivy, and you don't have a choice. You're going with me.
I will never do that.
You will. You must. Now let me have your phone. Give me your handset. I will return your original line to you when we come back from South Africa. Okay?
What?
Alex, I need you to swear. Swear by the blood of a royal prince of our kingdom that you will not disclose to anyone our whereabouts. Neither will you disclose the real identity of Ivy, that she's a nun, not even after I have married her. Swear.
Fell as you just said, may because strike me dead.
Now remember, it's a royal decree.
This is madness, Rochas. This is a silly mistake and you're making it, Rochas.
Alex, go to your room.
What?
Go to your room.
This is a silly mistake you are making.
Your brother just called.
What? What did you tell him? Did you tell him that I'm hiding here?
No, but he didn't believe me either.
How do you mean?
He said that he and your father are on their way to this place.
To do what?
I don't know. Place your hand on this Bible and swear to me that you're not going to tell them that I'm hiding here. Ivy? Yes. Are you out of your mind? You want me to place my hand on a holy Bible and swear to you that I would lie to... My goodness. Ivy, listen. You are a reverend sister. For God's sake, you shouldn't be doing this. How can I swear with the holy Bible? My goodness, what are you doing? I would rather die by my own hands than to be killed by my own father and brother. In my family house? Swear to me. If you don't want me to do this, swear to me. Swear, Susan. In count of 3, if you don't swear to me, I'm going to kill myself. Okay, fine, I'll swear. But not with the Bible, please. Not with the Holy Bible. I won't swear with the Bible. I'll swear with my own. Go ahead. Go ahead, Susan. Go ahead. You don't believe me, sir? Why would I lie? Okay, here's my cell phone. Check the dialed and received calls log. I told you that the last time I spoke with Ivy was 5 days ago.
You mean Ivy never came here since yesterday at all?
Why would I lie to you, sir?
Is that to say we can search the house?
Search the house? Oh, yeah. Nelson, you mean I've been telling you lies all this while? I mean, what do I stand to gain? Come on, what is going on? Oh my God. Is Ivy in some kind of trouble?
No. Sorry we disturbed you. Let's go, son.
If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Father, I'd suggest we lay a formal complaint to the police and declare her missing.
No way.
But Father, we've searched for her virtually everywhere in the city, to no avail. Even the passenger logs of all the airlines operating in the East African sub-region did not turn her name as one of their passengers on any of their flights. What does that tell you, Father?
Oh, nothing except for the fact that she might have changed her name and gone to Ethiopia through other means of transportation, or is hiding somewhere here in South Africa. Look, but I'm truly convinced that she's into some kind of scandalous mess and she's hiding from us because of what we might do to Ivy get to know.
So, Father, what are you suggesting? That we fold our hands and watch this drama unfold?
That is not an option at all, Nelson. Look, I'm not just anybody. I am a well-respected Catholic faithful, a political power broker and a business mogul known all over this country and beyond. My opinion is sought for by virtually everybody. Government, organization, and people in virtually everything in this country. Look, I did not get to where I am today overnight. I worked hard for it. I made sacrifices, including taking human lives. Lives, not life. I will never allow anybody due to acts of carelessness destroy all that overnight. Not Ivy. Not even you.
Father, we are talking about a situation that has the potential to destroy everything, and you
No, relax, son. Oh, Ivy knows me too well to do any stupid thing. She knows what I'm capable of doing even more than you do. Believe me, she will come back home soon.
But Father, what if she does or says anything publicly that ends up destroying everything you've ever built and worked for all your life before coming back. That is, if ever she will.
She dares not, Nelson. She dares not. She knows that with these bare hands of mine, I will strangle her to death. If she dares. Look, she knows her too well, and I'm sure you do too. Nobody toys with Sir Utobo Mentenge's public image and lives to tell the story. I have never allowed that. And I will never allow it this time around with Ivy. Never.
Honestly, Ivy, you've shown real bravery in all this. Especially your decision to keep the baby. 99% of women in your situation would have opted for an abortion even before they thought their ears about it. Because of that, I am so proud of you. On the other hand, by refusing to go home and boldly face the consequences of what you've done, I think that is cowardice on your own part.
It is not, Susie. My father that I know will kill and dispose of me the moment he gets to know that I'm pregnant. That man would rather be childless than to have any scandal connected to him through us, his children. That is how arrogant and self-centered that he is.
How do you know that for sure? I mean, how do you know that he will not show you some understanding or maybe send you overseas if protecting his public image is such a big deal to him?
See, my mom died in a ghastly auto crash and was burnt beyond recognition with a man. Do you know who that man is?
If I remember correctly, my mother said it was her driver.
I've never told you this before. My mom was having an affair with a man, and my father had two of them murdered. The accident was organized by a man paid by my father to prevent the affair from going public. My father had a disease that rendered him impotent after I was born. But even at that, he refused to understand that. My young mother had feelings, and I'm not saying that it was an ideal thing for her to be dating a personal driver, but...
Please, stop. It's okay. I mean, you were only 8 years old when this happened. How come you know all this?
I worked on him when he was paying the man that organized the accident, and I heard everything that he said. But even at that innocent age, my father put a gun on my neck and threatened to kill me if I should tell anyone.
My God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Mr. Mark, you came highly recommended as a prophet high.
Thank you, sir.
In this file are our photographs and our comprehensive personal data, including our detailed activities in the past 10 years. I want her found, and I want it done in utmost secrecy.
Consider it done, sir. Now, if I find her, what should I do?
If you do, don't let her know that you're looking for her. Just report back to me, and that will be the end of our deal.
I see. Now you said I should start the search for her here in South Africa, when she stated in the note she left behind that she was going to Ethiopia. Do you have any reason to suspect that she lied?
Mr. Mark, in this search, believe nothing. Rule out no possibility, and believe nobody's words. What I say or think is not important. Just find out for me, okay?
Okay. As I told you earlier, sir, all the expenses will be borne by you, and that is outside my stated fee. which I must have half of before I start the search.
All right, Nelson, get me my checkbooklet. All I want is good job, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Leave us.
Okay, sir.
Have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Who are you, gentlemen? What are you doing in my house?
Well, sir, my name is Rochas Okeke, a crown prince of Abama Kingdom in Nigeria, and he's my cousin. Please, sir, are you Otobo Matenge? Hope I got the pronunciation.
Mentenge.
Matenge.
Yes, I am.
Okay, sir.
So, how may I help you? Oh, what do I have for you?
Well, sir, we are okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, Your Highness. To what do I owe this royal visit from far away Nigeria?
Well, first of all, let me thank you for granting us audience. I know how it's like to have strange people in your home. Our purpose really is to find out about a particular lady that is very special to me. We got information that she is your daughter.
My daughter?
Yes, sir.
Well, I have an only daughter, and I doubt if she's the one you're looking for.
Well, why would you say that, sir?
Ivy, my daughter, is an ordained Catholic nun.
Well, sir, that means we are in the right place, because the lady we're looking for is also called Ivy, and she's a nun. She worked at an orphanage back in Nigeria, Lagos, and she's a very special lady to me. Until she returned to South Africa recently. This is the place, sir.
And you are here looking for her. For what, if I may ask?
Well, sir, your daughter is very special to me. Very special lady, very sweet lady. We got deeply involved and sexually involved as well until she returned to South Africa when I had to go and bury my father.
Wait, are you here to see me or what?
No, sir. Absolutely not, sir. As a matter of fact, I'm here, but we are here to humbly ask your daughter's hand in marriage.
Oh, you are here to ask for the hand of a nun in marriage?
Yes, sir.
And you said you are a prince of an African kingdom.
Absolutely, precisely, sir.
Okay. Wait, let me call her for you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, I'll be right back.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be right back.
We did it. Wow. I can't believe everything just worked out just fantastic. Fantastic, well.
You bastard! What did you say you did with my daughter? See the idiot for yourself, son. Nelson, you have all the time in the whole world to smash their stupid heads. Not now, please.
Let me paint this wall with their brains.
Calm down. Now, tell me where my daughter is, you bastards!
Well, sir, that is why we are in South Africa, to meet up with her.
Are you trying to tell me that you came all the way to South Africa in search of my sister. I swear to God, you will find your death instead if you do not tell me where you sent my sister to.
Wait. Are you saying you don't know where Ivy is?
Oh, for God's sake, is the crown
Alex, oh my God. This is just the beginning. Unless you tell me where my daughter is, Nelson will be back with a bowl of water and a piece of cloth to wash and tie the idiot wound. If you let him die in your hand, we'll force you to dig his grave and bury him in my orchard later tonight. Let's go, son. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's come on.
Alex!
Where are you going, Nelson?
Dad, we are being too soft on those bastards. Permit me to go down to that cell and slit the throat of the other guy before his useless prince. Perhaps that will make him understand how serious we are. They are lying, Dad. They know exactly where Ivy is. She could even be in his cursed home in Nigeria.
What if it turned out that they are not lying in the end?
Dad, they are lying. They are lying. Father, that bastard deliberately talked my naive sister into agreeing to be defiled by him. He must have convinced her to agree to marry him. He only came here, Father, because as a prince, his culture wouldn't let him live with her without our consent. Ivy must have told him the type of person that you are. And that is why he's here, to test the waters. He actually came to know how you would take the news, Father.
If your theory is right, Nelson, then he and his colleague are already dead men. Nobody plays such an expensive prank with my own daughter and leaves. Oh, no, not with the kind of dirty scandal it will give rise to. Oh, but they will not be silenced as you want until they tell us everything they know about Ivy's whereabouts. Or we find out ourselves. Killing them and not getting and killing Ivy, if your theory is correct, will eventually give rise to the very thing we've been running away from, scandal. And she will bring down heaven on us, and that is not acceptable. Caution, son. Caution. Do I make myself clear? Better.
Here is your food for today, dogs.
Take it away.
You said what?
Look, we are royal princes from an Asian African kingdom and not animals. We will not eat and drink under such conditions that you have placed us under.
Father, did you hear that? Do you know the implications of what you just said?
You said you don't know where Ivy is. Why don't you just release us so we can go in search of her? Because what you're doing will lead us nowhere, believe me.
Is that what you think? Well, For refusing this food, you are going to be without food or water for the next 7 days.
What? You can't...
Tell us where Ivy is if you want to survive this. Idiots!
You said that you and your family are some of the most prominent Catholics in South Africa. What kind of Christians are you?
If you do not shut that hole in your face, pretty boy, I swear to God, I am definitely going to make you pretty, I swear to God.
That's all right, son. That's okay. Let's go, son.
Never.